on 24/7.
24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika, nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika, nakupenda sana.
Ooh, when you hear that sound, Afrika, nakupenda sana, you know that you have come to the right place. This is the African Experience with me, Dr. NGWENYA. Ooh, we continue to celebrate our Women Month. Ooh, the show is getting, we are moving from strength to strength on the show. And, tonight I'm not alone. I have people who are in the background. Pastor Strike is somewhere there in the background. Pastor Strike, may I invite you to say hello to our listeners?
Thank you so very much, Doc, and welcome to our listeners and our viewers. Thank you so very much. And to all the divas that are on this platform. I must be honest, Dr. Hlami, I don't know why today you asked me to co-host, and when the platform is full of divas, I feel so much out because I'm the only one with a face that is full of hair.
I know. But, as much as we are celebrating, Women Month, we cannot celebrate that without men. So that is why I wanted to put you on the spot, so that you can actually help us to celebrate, the people that we are celebrating tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, my usual co-host, Mandla Mabunda, she's not around. She's traveling the world. She had to go and, find, energy somewhere, and she will be with us, next week. Thank you so much for joining, as always. Tonight, we have Powerhouse, as you might have seen, on the, on our social media platform. We have, divas that are here to grace our screen tonight. But anyway, before I introduce them to you, I would like, to start with Phumla Mabaso. She is our PRO who will be telling us a little bit about herself. So what we're going to do in the show tonight, we have our divas. We're going to talk about them as persons, but also we're going to talk about, a very exciting show that is coming up, on Saturday. Okay, let me start with Phumla. Phumla Mabaso, are you there? Can you say hello to our listeners tonight?
Good evening, Dr. Hlami. Thank you so much for having us. We're really excited to be on your platform tonight.
Okay, thank you so much, Phumla. We're gonna also show, Cairo, Diva Cairo. Diva Cairo, can you hear me? Okay, I think she's still trying to find, her speaker somewhere there. But we also have, Diva Nunki Koma.
Hello, I don't know if I'm audible, but hello, family.
Loud and clear, we can hear you. Thank you so much for joining. We also have Diva Matabo.
Good evening, Doc, and to the listeners. Good evening.
Wow, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, you might have seen on our social media, we advertise. We also have, some divas who did not make it, to the show tonight. I hate, this load shedding because, it really robs us. But anyway, we're gonna hear what, these divas are all about and what the show is all about. Maybe let me start, with Phumla. Phumla, we start with us as people. Just tell us a little bit about yourself in a nutshell. Who is Phumla Mabaso?
Thank you so much, Dr. Hlami. As you have already said, my name is Phumla. I work for the Bold Moves Foundation as the Public Relations Officer and the Events Coordinator. So that is why you are hearing from me tonight, and that is why I'm coming with the divas. We are about celebrating women in the month of August, and it's not just about celebrating women, but also empowering women. So that is what we are all about as Bold Moves Foundation and also Bold Moves Radio. Thank you so much.
Yes, then I will come back to you a little bit so that you tell us a little bit about, this, initiative, especially for, the gospel, divas and all that. So Okay, so we will talk to you a little bit later now. Okay, so let me just go to, I'll start, with Matabo. Matabo, just tell us a little bit about yourself in a nutshell. Who is Matabo?
Matabo is just this young woman who loves God and is born from a Christian family. My mother is a pastor, so chose but to love God. So,
I see.
well,
I see.
yeah. So all this started at church, where I was I was ministering from church. I started ministering from church and grew from there, where I able to join other musicians out there. Yeah.
I see. Matabo, I know you are just like me. My father was a priest. I always tell people I love singing. And when they ask me, why do you love singing? I said, I have been forced, to sing. I started singing when I was still in my mother's tummy, because what choice do you have, but to sing? Oh, that is so beautiful. We will hear a little bit more about your story. So let me go to Diva Cairo. Yes, I think Cairo it is.
Good evening, Doc. Good evening, Pastor Strike, and to all my divas. Good evening, sisters.
Okay, yes. So just tell our listeners a little bit about yourself in a nutshell.
Okay, I think we all kind of have a similar story. I'm also a pastor's kid, what they call these days a PK. Grew up in the church and singing in the church from the age of 10. And then, it kind of progressed from there. I was then now doing backing vocals for a lot of artists, not just from Limpopo, but across the country of South Africa. So until then, a few years back, then my career literally started as a gospel solo artist. And yes, it's been a wonderful journey so far.
So you and me, same WhatsApp group, we are actually forced, into this, music because of the background that we come from. Wow. But
yes, Doc.
I love that. I love to hear that. Okay, so let me just go straight to Nunki. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and where the love for music come from.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I think you're probably going to think, these ones, they discussed this before they got onto the show. Why is their story so similar? Because, hey, like Cairo, I'm also a pastor's kid.
Okay.
I'm also a pastor's kid, and grew up in church, discovered my love for singing, or I was maybe forced into singing because my then Sunday school teacher discovered that no, there's actually something here. And I think, yes, I was still in Sunday school. So we were talking around the age of 7, 8. And they would literally force us to sing in church. And, I literally just grew in it. And I think the next best thing to become after you're a pastor's kid is just to sing in the choir, or the next available slot for you in the church when you're a pastor's kid and a voice has been discovered is to sing in the choir. Started singing in our church choir and worship team. And by God's grace, as I grew, started singing in different events. You talk about church conferences. With me, I traveled a lot with my dad. So he played a major role. Like whenever he would go preaching, he would always call his little girl to come and sing. So that's where I was then really exposed to the platforms that I was exposed to. And I've just recently released my very first music offering after many years of singing. And I've just and it's
we will hear a little bit about that as well. Wow. I'm actually very inspired because the PKs. So here I think Okay, actually, I should, join, the gospel, the Limpopo Gospel Divas as well, because I'm a PK as well. This is full house, ladies and gentlemen. We have our gospel, divas here. That is not all. I think we also have a diva, really. I think she has just joined us. Can you please, greet our listeners and just tell us a little bit about yourself and what inspired, your love for music? Diva, really, can you hear me? Okay, Diva, really, Chauke? Pastor, really? Okay, I cannot hear her, so I will take,
Yes.
Yes, you are. Please, go ahead.
Yes, Dr. Shami, I can hear you.
Yes,
Thank you so much. I just want to greet our listeners, our viewers. Can you hear me?
Loud and
My
clear.
network is very bad here.
No, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, as I joined here, I just heard my fellow diva here talking about being a pastor's PK. I'm not sure how this entire team was picked, but I just want to appreciate to be part of this great team, these great women. And I just want to say I'm looking forward to this great day. I've been inspired as well from home as a PK as well.
Okay.
Yeah, just as the former diva has just alluded that used to travel with her dad. The same applies to me. I don't want to repeat that. Singing is part of our family, but I just used to sing like any other person in choirs, in conferences. But as I'm growing older, I realized that I've got this in me. I've got this ministry, which is growing. To me, I think it's unfolding, not the way it came, but it's growing. And I want to believe that I'm being located for something great, which is coming my way. And I never get used to any platform that I'm given a chance to participate. Every time I come across a chance to do something, to minister through my voice, through singing, I take it seriously so, and I always do it with all my passion, believing God that while doing that, it's not just to perform, but to minister to the people's lives, hoping that people are getting blessed, are getting changed, are being comforted, are being transformed, uplifted. To me, singing should touch people's lives. So Saturday, I'm looking forward to see that happening.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are all looking forward to that. I still have, two more divas that we want to say hello to. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna take, is Diva Newi? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. You'll correct me there. Newi or Nevi? Yes, say hello to our listeners and briefly who you are and what inspired you to go into music.
Greetings, Doc. Greetings, all divas, everyone viewing, and also those who are listening. It's my name is Newi. Firstly, I would like to thank the Bold Moves and also Pastor Strike for the invitation. Once again, we're doing it again by the grace of the Lord. Ronewa, it's my full name. Newi is my stage name. Yes, I'm born and raised in a location called Fontaine, Limpopo. It's just unfortunately I'm not born by the pastor. I think only one who's coming from parents who are pastors, but my mom, she's a musician, and also my sibling. So music for me is started. I was inspired because of my mom and also my siblings, and they used to sing in church, and then worship team. My mom sometimes will sing at the funerals. So I was inspired. That's where my passion for music grew, and here I am today because of love of music, and also because I was born in a Christian family, so we were exposed only to gospel music. That is why I fell in love with gospel, and that's only gospel that I know even till today.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much. Oh, Newi, I think you have such a beautiful name. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have another diva here, Diva Refilwe. May you please say hello and what inspired you to go into music? Diva Refilwe, can you hear me? Okay. I think I cannot hear Diva Refilwe. I'll just quickly go to the lines and see who is actually joining us before we go for a commercial break. Wow. The lines are actually, okay, we're starting with, I think Ilang Vuma. Afternoon family, thank you so much for always joining. We have Sakad Mavasa. Hello Doc and Pastor Strike MANGANYI. Thank you so much for joining. We also have Rosemary Mashele. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Sesi Virginia MANGANYI. Oh yes, good evening to the African Experience team. We have Hlonipani Eve Chiani. Thank you so much for joining in. Livuani also is joining. Petunia Matebula, thank you. We can see you. Edla Wakumbila, thank you so much. We can see you. Shiluba Mashele, she's saying, wow, so far they're all PKs. Yeah, the PKs. Yes. But the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and we see it, tonight. Zakanma Basi, thank you so much. Aida Ramutupa, thank you so much for joining. We also have, Manare Mukwena, thank you. Sesidanisa Bakakosa, thank you so much for joining. Wow, we're gonna take a short commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna talk to our divas again and get to know what they're up to, especially, this weekend. Okay, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We're gonna take a very short commercial break.
World Moves Foundation hi ku tirhisana na Munghana Lonene FM va ku tisela Limpopo Gospel Divas Concert 2023 tanihi xiphemu xo tlangela n'hweti ya vaxisati. Siku i ti 19 ta August 2023 eFarm Life 191 Percy 5 Mashashani Road ePolokwane. Swi ta sungula hi awara ya 10 nimixo. Ku nghena i mahala, swihungasi i mathabo, gauhelokekana. Pastor Ruli Chauke na Nkikoma, Nyuwi, Tusonel, Cairo na Refilwe Ndo.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the African Experience with me, Dr. NGWENYA. You heard from our promo that, Limpopo is gonna be lit, this weekend. We have all our divas here. We are talking to them. We're getting, just as a sneak peek of who they are and what inspired them. And here we also have Diva Tusi now. May you please, just say hello to our listeners and tell us what inspired you to get into the music. Yes, we can see you. Can you hear me? Tusi? Okay, I'm not sure if Tusi can hear me. Okay, so I think we'll come back, to Tusi. Sasi Pumla Mabaso, let me just come back to you again. I would like you to tell us a little bit, maybe just give us a bit of background of, this Limpopo diva, gospel, diva. Where does it come from? Where did it start? And what actually inspired, this platform? Pumla? Okay, I think I'm not hearing my divas there. Sisi Pumla, can you hear me? Okay, so maybe let me just go to Nunki. Nunki, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. When you were introducing yourself, you said something about, the new, product, baby that you just birthed. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, yes. Am I audible?
Yes,
I
loud
can
and
hear you
clear.
clearly.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. So by God's grace, after many, many, many years of singing in churches.
Go ahead. Okay, I think, yes, I think there is a bit of a technical glitch. I cannot hear my divas. Okay, Nunki, can you hear me? Okay, I think, because we're having, so many people on the platform is also, trying, to rob us here. But, there is no load shedding form against us. That will prosper. Okay, let me go to Sesi Pumla. Pumla, I was just asking a question. How did, this whole concert or idea came about? Where did it start? And what is it all about?
Thank you, Dr. Lami. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. So we had the inaugural show last year in August, and the whole concept came about because we realized that it is rare that we find our female gospel artists being celebrated. Yes, you find them in a lot of events, but it's usually them working side by side with our male artists. So we felt it was important to identify just a few. Obviously, we have a lot of them that are from Limpopo. We just identified a few, and we felt it was important to bring them together as we celebrate women, and just have a day of fellowship, of praise and worship together. So we had the inaugural show last year, which was a great success. We had a lot of people come out. The ladies came dressed in their all white with colorful dukes. It was a wonderful day. We really enjoyed ourselves in the presence of the Lord. So the whole idea is just about celebrating women who are artists in the gospel industry. And like I said in the beginning, it's not just about celebrating women, but it's also about empowering women as well. That's why you see we have young divas as well who are ambassadors of Limpopo Gospel Divas. So we are just a community that believes so much in fixing each other's crowns as women, celebrating each other, and also empowering each other, from these young divas to our elderly divas. So that is where it all started. And yeah, we're back again this year. We are coming back bigger and better. And yeah, it is happening this Saturday once again.
Wow. This is so powerful. You actually make me feel so jealous because I'm sitting here in Cape Town and I'm like, oh no, I think I should be in Limpopo this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in and around Limpopo, this is the event not to be missed. We're going to share a little bit more about where the event is going to take place and where, and the event is free, right? Right, Sis Pumla?
Absolutely free. We are just asking those who are coming to just bring along some packets of like I said, we are not just about celebrating each other, but also about empowering each other and restoring the dignity of women from their young age. So we just ask people to bring along some sanitary towels that we're going to share with our young divas out there who are less privileged than us. But the entrance is absolutely free. You just bring your whole family. As much as we're celebrating women, it's not limited to women only. It's a family show. You bring your entire family. You come dressed in your all white with colorful looks like the one you are wearing, Dr. Sami. So if you were around, you would be, in there as well. So it is absolutely free. There's no entrance fee whatsoever.
Okay, so people in and around Limpopo, you have no justification of not making your way to the event. We'll tell you again where the event is going to take place. Go, bring your entire family, bring your all white and your colorful dukes. I'm sure if you are a man, you also have something white and something colorful. Just go and actually grace this event and listen to those voices. You could hear as they're introducing themselves. You could hear when we had, a short advert there, the voices, that these people have. It's all about, the blessings. Okay, I think I haven't heard from Refilwe. Refilwe, we also want to hear a little bit about what inspired you to actually get into the gospel music. Our diva Refilwe.
Good evening, Doctor. Thank you so much for having me tonight. Am I audible?
Yes. Loud and clear.
Okay.
Fire, loud and clear.
Yes. As introduced, I'm Diva Refilwe, though, and my career in the industry started at a very young age, and for some reason, I'm also a PK. I'm also a pastor's child.
I love that. I love that.
I'm also a PK, but I think I was encouraged to join the industry because fortunately my dad was a musician growing up, so we came from a family that believed in music, and as a firstborn child I would normally be the one that would go to rehearsals with him, and for some reason I got inspired every time that I would spend time with him. And a few years ago, by God's grace, I joined the industry officially, and I recorded my first live DVD album, which it's the first to be announced in this platform that my album will be released on the 1st of September. It is long awaited, but I believe God's delays are always not his denial. So this is the right time for the album to be released, and I know everybody's waiting for it.
Wow.
So that's how my music career began, and currently serving under Bishop Dr. Mashila as the music director in Philadelphia right now.
Wow. Yo, this is really, really a powerhouse. If you are in and around Limpopo, please make your way to the event. This is really, really a powerhouse. Where on earth do you get, such a powerhouse under the same roof, and you go there for free? Where do you get that? You don't get that. I think everybody has to actually go to the event, wear your white, clothes, if you're a woman, with the colorful, duke, and go and celebrate, this month of August. What a nice way to actually close, the month of August, celebrating, the Limpopo Gospel Divas. Okay, let me go back, to Nungi. Nungi, I also wanted to hear a little bit about, your album that you also, just released.
Hi, the gorgeous doctor. I am here.
Yes, go ahead. You were telling us about your first album.
So I was telling you, it's actually, I recorded 3 songs. Got into an art gallery last year, and we just did my first recording. Like, I don't know if you heard, it had its first TV appearance on One Gospel last week as a debut. So I'm really grateful to God for that, after years of singing and serving, and I'm thinking, listening even to my fellow divas, the story seems to be the same, that it takes persistence and patience where this ministry is concerned. It doesn't come easy. There's a lot of waiting in the process, but when when it eventually comes into fruition, God makes sure that he shows off. So, having have said that, we come together as women that have been through the training process. So even as we minister to people this coming Saturday, it's not something that just, it's not a microwave type of administration. It's people that have had to wait, people that know the pain, of having have to wait, knowing that, I'm called and gifted in this area, but it doesn't just happen, simply because you are gifted. There's a process. So even as we celebrate this Women's Month, we are people of process. We are people who we are saying it does not matter whatever you are trusting God for. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It will eventually come to pass, and you will arrive on time. It might not be the time that you anticipate, but in God's time, you will be whatever you are waiting for. It will come to pass, and you will arrive on time. So it is really very.
Wow, that is so inspiring. You actually make me even more and more jealous because I'm very, very far away. I should be in Limpopo, actually this weekend to get ministered, but also, just to listen, to the music and all that. What I like is that, when I listen to all your stories, there are some similarities. You come from either PKs. I think there are a lot of PKs here. I have to actually ask Pumla, after the show, if they are actually handpicked, some PKs, kids here. But wow, it's so inspiring. Being one myself, I feel very inspired because sometimes you might come from a Christian family, but how you turn out to be, it's your responsibility. And I'm sure your parents are really celebrating. But also, Newi, who you are the only one who's not PK, but you are equally, embraced and equally blessed. And when you speak, I feel like I just want to hear you singing as well. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, let me just go to the lines and acknowledge people that are joining us. We have Priscilla Sheluvani, who is saying, celebrating Women's Month in style, praising and worshiping the Lord. Thank you so much. We are counting down. Absolutely. And I think I'll be celebrating the whole day virtually here because I feel very, very inspired. We also have, Nelson Gwambiwa, who's saying, good evening, family. Yes, Nelson, we can see you. We also see Doris Noku. Thank you so much for joining us. We thank you so much for always, gracing our show. Pani, thank you so much. God's timing, very, very inspiring. Okay, so I'm going to go back, before we go for another commercial break, I'm going to go back to our divas. You have to tell us what you are bringing to that event. What is it that people should look out for? Why should people bother? Leave everything, put on their white, clothes and their colorful dukes and go and to the event to watch you. Why should they do that? We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I want you to actually prepare, how you're going to respond, to that question. Let's go for another commercial break. Stay tuned.
Streaming 24/7. 24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika, nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika, nakupenda sana.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we celebrate, our Women's Month. This is the African Experience with me, Dr. NGWENYA. Every Tuesday from 6 in the evening to 7, you're sitting with us. We are bringing you exciting people who share their journeys, who share things that inspire us. Tonight, we are talking to a group of, women. These are our Limpopo gospel, divas. Woo! This is a powerhouse. You could have heard them. They are sharing how they will be gracing, the event on Saturday. So before we went on a break, I was asking a question. Why should people leave everything and just go to watch you? I'm going to start, with Diva Cairo. Cairo, what are you bringing on the platform? What is it that people should look forward to for the 19th of August?
Good evening again. And I would answer this question this way, Doctor, that if last year is anything to go by, people should come expecting those that need joy, those that have been in pains and whatever the case might be, they must come expecting that they are going to leave that place restored, their joy restored. Those that are sick should come with an expectant heart, because in the presence of God, the Bible says that there is fullness of joy. Whatever we need can be found in the presence of God. So where there is a demand, there is a supply. If you come with the demand in place to say, from this place, I need 1, 2, and 3. Trust me, there is a supply, and God is going to use this wonderful divas as a conduit, as a vehicle for whatever it is that His people need. So, if anything, if last year, last year was, I left there confused, thinking, my goodness, what did I just experience? So, if last year is anything to go by, and as we are serving God, He increases. We don't go backwards, we go upwards and forward. So it's going to be many, many times more than what we experienced last year. I am coming there also very expectant, and not just to deliver what the Lord has laid in my heart, but also to receive from the other divas that are there, to receive from everything that will be happening, because there's a lot that happens. It's not just music, it's ministry in many different ways. So yeah, I would say do yourself a favor and be there.
Okay, maybe let me go to Diva Matabo. What are you bringing on the table? What should people look out for when they go to the event this coming Saturday?
Doc, like Deva Kari saying, what we witnessed last year, I'm telling you, these divas are not just performers, but they're ministers of the word. So people should expect healing, joy. We coming together to worship and praise God. So I believe that people will get healed. Everything that it's depressing you or anything in His presence, you will be healed. Because these givers right here, they are there to minister, not just to perform. I've witnessed it last year with
Yeah.
their heart. Yes.
Wow. Okay, so let me go to Nevi. Nevi, what are you bringing on the table? When we talk about divas, sometimes when you talk about divas, you're looking at, you're expecting to see, elderly people. But here we are celebrating young divas as well. Nelly, what are you bringing? What should people, look out for as they will be going, to the event this coming Saturday? Nevi? Okay, we will go back to Newi. Let me go to, do we have Tuso? I haven't heard, Tuso's voice. Is she here? Okay, Nunki, what are you bringing on the table? Nunki, can you hear me? Okay, so maybe let me go to Pastor Ruli. Pastor Ruli, why should people, come and watch you? What are you bringing to the table?
Thank you, Dr. Etlami, for making me to respond to this one. I can't wait for Saturday. and I've never been there before, but I want to believe that things is going to be happening there. You know, music is powerful. It can penetrate. Come expecting, come expecting to be refreshed in the presence of God. You know, you can refresh yourself by going shopping and going anywhere, but getting refreshed in the presence of God where there's music that is filled with anointing, it's gonna bring healing, inner healing, because music has the potential to change whatever that you're going through. You'll go home being refreshed, and I want to believe that your life will never be the same. So let's come and celebrate ourselves as women and get refreshed and get encouraged. And
Absolutely.
be encouraged to look unto God, for in Him everything is possible.
Absolutely. Maybe let me just put you on the spot again, Ruli. I know you probably sing a lot of songs. Which of your songs is actually close to your heart? Which one do you like the most? Which one blesses you more? I know it's like, asking when you have, 3 children, and I'm asking who do you love the most, but yeah, let me put you on the spot on that.
Yeah. I probably think that you are referring to the songs that I'm going to present that I've chosen. There's a
Yeah, it
song.
doesn't matter.
Yes, there's a song that is entitled "I'm a Winner." You know, life is about fighting. And when you fight with an attitude that you will win, that is the song that I like. And also because it talks about being a winner, where God is going through you, where God with you, and also having great plans about your life, which no one can change that. So every time I minister in this, with this song, it first transforms my life, and it makes me to be bold. And also when I present it, I want people to receive it, knowing that in life, no matter what they're going through, definitely they are going to win, because we are the winners. We are not alone.
I love that. I love that. And I actually even hear, the way you are saying it, I can feel also in your voice that, this is the voice of a winner that is actually speaking there. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the African Experience. We are talking to our Limpopo Gospel Divas. It's going to be a concert not to be missed. You have to be making, making your way to the event. And before we close the show tonight, we're going to tell you a little bit more where the event is and all that. But make sure that, you actually polish your shoes, you actually put on, your white, gown and clothes and your colorful dukes and make your way to the event. Oh, Pastor Jolene, we can see you. Thank you so much. Pastor Jolene is saying, hello, Dr. Hlami, and our good, divas. She's saying, halala. I like it. She even have, heads like this. Thank you so much. We also have, Kensane Mashita. Thank you so much for joining. Sila Amara Chaukendo. Thank you so much. You're not gonna miss, this one. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take our last commercial break. I hope, we bring, the commercial about, the event again, DJ Messi, if that is possible. Don't go away. When we come back, we're going to hear a little bit more about their favorite new songs, but we're going to get more information about where the event is going to be and what else is going to take place other than, the singing. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Let's take a commercial break.
Moves Foundation hi ku tirhisana na Munghana Lonene FM va ku tisela Limpopo Gospel Divas Concert 2023 tanihi xiphemu xo tlangela n'hweti ya vaxisati. Siku i ti 19 ta August 2023 at Farm Life 191 Pesi 5 Mashashani Road ePulukwane. Swi ta sungula hi awara ya 10 nimixo. Ku nghena i mahala, swihungasi i mathabo, gaugelokekana. Pastor Ruli Chauke na Nkikoma, Nyuwi, Tusonel, Cairo na Refilo Ndo.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the African Experience with me, Dr. NGWENYA. We are talking about the Limpopo, Gospel Divas. This is the event that is going to take place on the 19th of August. This is the event where we are celebrating women. You heard on the audio, on the advert, the voices of these women is actually powerful. This is the event not to be missed. I just want to go back to our Ceci Pumla, our PRO. Where exactly people should be going for this event? And I also want to know what else should people expect in addition to the singing? What else, should people expect? And maybe you should also tell us a little bit about, who you are partnering with for this event. Ceci Pumla. Ceci Pumla? Okay, the line is a little bit. Ceci Pumla, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Dr. Sami.
Okay, yes. So I know we heard a little bit on the audio. I would like you slowly tell people where the event is going to take place. What else should people look out for? What are some of the surprises that is going to happen in the event so that, people can get a bit excited about it?
Thank you, Dr. Sami. So the event is happening at Farm Life Gardens. This is at Mashashani Road. So it is happening this Saturday. And there's a lot of things that people can look forward to. Those that attended the show last year, you remember it was a full day, packed with a lot of ministering. Even as one of the divas said, that these divas that we have are not just performers. There's a lot of spontaneous worship that happens on the day. There's a lot of ministering that happens. So that is what we mainly look forward to. But this year also, we are likely to have a surprise diva as well gracing the event. We may not be able to share who exactly, but it is someone who is exciting, and we know our audience will love to receive them. So we also have our leaders that also grace our event. We've got our MECs. Even last year, we had some female MECs that graced our event that also shared some messages of support, which we appreciate a lot as we continue to celebrate women. So even this year, we do have officials from government who will be gracing our event. We do have our pastors that come through as well. We've got leaders from different areas that come, just to stand with us as we have this great day of celebration. And also this year, we have partnered with the SABC, even as you heard from the advert that just played now. So SABC Limpopo will be in the house, Tobela FM, Parapara FM, and Munganalonene FM. They will be in the house. And yeah, it's going to be wonderful, wonderful. And like I said, the ones that attended last year, I know for a fact they are not going to miss this year. May I also say to our people that will be coming through that also bring your cash. We've got stalls that will be there. There will be a lot of things that will be sold, food that will be sold there. So it's a wonderful day. That's why we say bring along your whole family. It's a fun day. It's a family show. So it's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely.
Wow, wow. You actually make me even more jealous about not being anywhere close to Limpopo. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, if you are somewhere in and around Limpopo, you have no justification for missing, this event. You have to wear your white stuff and your colorful dukes and go and spend, some time with the divas. You heard, from the clip, wow, the voices, this is really powerful. Okay, so let me go back to our divas again. I want to put you on the spot and ask you, who out of your children, the music, who is your favorite? Maybe let me go to Newi. Newi, are you there? Yes, let me take Newi. Newi, which of the songs, because there might be a song that blesses you so much. Which out of the songs it's the one that you like the most, and why
Wait,
did you choose
wait.
that? Hmm.
Yo. Hi, mom.
Okay.
Hey, you really put me on spot.
Yes.
I always run away from this question because I don't really have my favorite
Hmm.
songs.
Hmm.
But however, out of I'll choose out of how people received.
Hmm.
Umuzimu Eete had to
Hmm.
stand out from all the songs. Let me
I see. Uh, that is a
see.
beautiful.
These are
Yeah.
the songs that made Newe.
Mm,
Yeah, and these are
mm,
the songs that God really spoke to
mm.
me when I received this song from the Holy Spirit. He really
Yep.
spoke to me about it because even the way people received it, it
Mm,
really shows or this was God indeed. If I can
yep.
just brief you or take you back on how I received this song.
Mm. Yes, go ahead. Okay, I think I've lost you there. So let me go to Nunki. Nunki, which one is your favorite? You know, the one where you say, when I sing this one, I feel blessed myself and it also blesses other people.
Am I audible? Yes, I am audible.
Loud
You
and
know,
clear.
yeah, the one song that has really ministered to me, it's from my debut as well, Able. You know, the song Able, it just speaks about how God is able. You know, the song just says he is able, able, he is able, he's able. You know, faced the past few years, you know, you talk COVID and there's a lot that in our lives, and sometimes the enemy can lie, can deceive us into thinking, into diminishing God's ability to heal, to save, to restore. But you know, that song just reminds us that despite whatever has happened in our lives, whether you have failed, whether you have lost it along the way, whether you have lost people, whether you have lost money, whatever, God is still able. God is still able to restore. God is still able to heal. God is still able to lift you up. God is still able to put your life together again. So this song really just ministers to my heart, and it happens to be, we will be releasing it soon. It's not yet out, it will be coming out soon. And you know, it ministered to people last year, so I'm also demanded that I do it again this year. We will just see. We will see. And
Yes.
yeah, but I can tell you the songs are going to minister to people. And yes, so
I,
able really
I
is
love it. I
yeah.
love it. I love it. Let me hear from Cairo. Cairo, which one is your favorite? The one that really ministers to you and to others as well? Cairo? Okay, I'm going to the lines now. I see Shalatima Kubele. Thank you so much. We can see you. She's saying, yes, Ceci, God is able. We are waiting. Oh, people are really, really waiting for us. They are waiting, to be ministered on that day. Our listeners, it's when we're having time, especially good time. Wow, 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 wow. The time is just, running. Okay, let me just go back. The last time I go back, to Pumla to just, give us, the final words about, some of the surprises that people will be waiting for this upcoming weekend.
Thank you, Dr. Shani. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a wonderful day. But the cherry on top that I chose to leave for the last minute, and I'm sure the divas are also asking themselves, So last year we crowned our Miss Limpopo Gospel Divas 2022. So we are doing it again today.
Wow.
We will
Wow.
be crowning our new queen, Miss Limpopo Gospel Divas 2023. So we are really excited about that. Yeah,
Wow.
and we know our divas love that as well. And also the people that come through, they enjoy that. You know, we had one of the divas saying last year after the crowning that never did she ever think she'd ever have a crown on her head. You know, growing up, never thought she would have an opportunity to be crowned. So it was really exciting for us as well. That is why we are doing it again this year. So we're really excited about that. So Divas, it is happening once again this year.
Wow, 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 wow. You really, it's just Pumla, you really, really make me jealous. Maybe one more question. Are you going to mainstream, this live so that we can watch, from wherever we'll be?
We are working on it, Dr. Sami. I also am feeling bad the way you are feeling so jealous because you're far.
Yeah, I know. Make some magic, so that we know we will be sitting wherever we'll be and really, really, listening and getting ministers from wherever we are. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so the time is really running. I'll just pick maybe one last word. Maybe let me take who is here. I'll go back to Ceci Ruli. As we are celebrating, Women's Month, what would be that one word that you want to leave the women with, tonight?
Yes, Dr. Shami, I want to say to all women, it can be tough. You can be going through a lot, but God will locate you. Keep holding on. Keep moving. And your morning is coming. That is what I can say. I don't know what you're going through as women. You can be pushed wherever from pillar to post, but God is watching over you. At the right time, show up.
Wow. Thank you so much for those closing words. I know, I actually got carried away. Pastor Strike, are you still there? I know you were supposed to be my co-host. Are you still there?
You know what, Doc? I just enjoyed hiding myself because I realized now the divas are doing their thing, and I cannot. I'm not a match here. Realizing that most of them are PKs, and I was so shocked because, honestly speaking, never once have we. In fact, these divas, I must say something. They availed themselves. Pastor Dr. Hlami, they are big in their own right, to be honest. And when we started, you don't want to drag your name to something that is trying to take off, and you have never seen it, you don't know what it is like. But they humbled us because they were so receptive. They are big, they are great in the industry, but they opened their hearts, they believed in us, and they said, we're going for it. And as they are talking here, I'm so excited because I know, I must be honest, they give their all. They give their all. When they descend the stage, you can see that they are empty. They've poured themselves out. And that is why we're so excited. And we just want to say, Dr. Hlami, thank you so very much also for hosting the Divas tonight. It's really an honor. Some might think, somehow we asked for this, but we did not. You said, hey, I want to host the Divas. I want to hear what they have to say. And you brought us here on your wonderful program, The African Experience. We just want to say thank you. And another thing, Dr. Hlami, I must say to the Divas, please, I know network and load shedding, like it just hit us now. Just thank God because of the backup and the like. It just hit us now. That's why you saw everything going dim. But we just want to say to all Divas, please, as we close the show, as Dr. Tlami closes the show, let's not log off. Let's wait so that we can be able to get some few touch-ups here and there before we release you. Thank you so very much, Dr. Tlami. It has been so wonderful being in your program. And I see Tuso, she has been struggling to get through. I just hope, but you know, at least she made it because we can see her face. She's here, you know.
Yes.
Thanks so very much. So, Dr. Tlami, may I say, I was a co-host, but honestly, I was a
statue.
I was just a decoration, yeah.
Yes.
But
wow,
thank you so very much, Dr. Tlami. You have been so good, and we really appreciate. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Good evening. This is what we have the time for. Thank you so much to our divas. We're looking forward. And says Pumla, I'll be on your case, you know, for the live stream because sure, I don't want to miss this. And I don't want Kusukuma Sorimiku, I want to see it live. Thank you so much. And we want to thank to our technical team, DJ Messi, who's always pulling the string behind the show. Thank you so much. And to our listeners, thank you so much. This is what we have the time for. And God bless. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Tlami. Thank you to all the divas. Like we said, please just hang in there so that we release you officially after we have closed the show. And as for now, Dr. Tlami, thank you so very much. You drove this vehicle, and you know, today we had populated your platform.
I know.
Who were a legion here. And but you handled us so well. Thank you, Dr. Tlami, and a blessed, awesome evening to you.
World Moves Foundation hi ku tirhisana na Munghana Lonene FM va ku tisela Limpopo Gospel Divas Concert 2023 tanihi xiphemu xo tlangela n'hweti ya vaxisati. Siku i ti 19 ta August 2023 eFarm Life 191 35 Mashashani Road ePolokwane. Swi ta sungula hi awara ya 10 nimixo. Ku nghena i mahala, swihungasi i mathabo. Gauhelokekana Pastor Rulicha Uke, Nanki Koma, Nyewi, Tusonel, Cairo, na Refilwe Ndo.